What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're gonna be speaking on YNW. The YNW guys, man. Just another YSL case, bro. YNW Bortlen finally flipping on that boy Ynw Melly, man. It's crazy because I did not see this shit coming. I thought that boy was solid. He been solid for some years. Mind you, they've been locked up for like almost 6 years now. And this boy been solid this whole time. Mind you, he had got a little, man, let me just share my screen, bro. Share my screen with y'all and shit. We gonna get it. No, I'm talking about. Man, y'all now look at this shit right here, bro. Let me play this shit for y'all.
You're charged at count one. You're charged at count one, tampering with a witness in a capital felony. That is punishable by life in Florida State Prison. Count two, directing the activities of a criminal gang. That's a first-degree felony. Again, punishable up to life in Florida State Prison. Count five is conspiracy to commit tampering. Again, as it relates to a first-degree murder charge, that is punishable by a maximum penalty of life in Florida State Prison. And count seven, unlawful use of a two-way communication device as charged. That's a second-degree felony. The maximum penalty is 15 years in Florida State. So, sir, again, before the agreement you made with the state, before the deal you made with the state, your maximum exposure here was life in Florida State Prison, followed by 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 75 years in Florida State Prison. Sir, do you understand all the pending charges and the maximum possible penalties involved? And it's my understanding that you want to resolve both cases today. Is that correct? Yes. And that resolution is an agreement you've reached with the state, the terms of which are as follows. Number one, in the 19 case, you're going to plead no contest to both counts of accessory after the fact. In the 23 case, you're going to plead no contest to all four counts as charged. In exchange for that, the state is going to null process, that is, drop the two first-degree murder cases. All right, I'm going to adjudicate you guilty. Yes, sir. And state, is it the same terms that you discussed previously? Is there anything different?
No, Your Honor, that has changed. It's correctly reflected in the forms.
So the preforms to me look like on the 19 case as to the two counts of accessory after the fact, as well as to all four counts in the 23 case. These are going to be adjudications. 10 years Florida State Prison followed.
Basically, what is going on is bro took the plea deal. You know, initially it was them, the prosecutor, were trying to prove that the murder did happen, that these two guys, Bortlen and Melly, were on the scene. So Melly been denying. Melly's defense team been denying this shit, saying it was never there, this, that, and the third. So with Bortlen actually taking the plea, that means that he's basically agreeing that there was a murder and that both Melly and Bortlen was there on the scene. So fucks everything up for Melly because he's the main suspect, and with Bortlen taking that plea, it's just confirming that the crime did happen and that Melly was there when it happened. And this is just, I don't know what to say, bro. I don't blame this man for taking his plea, bro. Niggas probably want to go home, bro. Blame this man taking his plea.
All right, let's talk one.
You gotta do what's best, bro. And then at the end of the day, bro, you shouldn't have been there in the first place. So let this be a lesson learned for you. If you do go home, Bortlen gonna get time served because he already been locked up for like 6 years. Not 6, but Melly been locked up for at least 6, 7 years. Close to that, if not. But Bortlen gonna get time served and probably serve like 6 more years, some shit like that. It's crazy, bro. Let me play this shit. This is Kodak's lawyer. This guy's usually Kodak's lawyer and shit like that. He gonna break this shit down for us a little bit more. Let's check him out.
Let's talk Ynw Melly and Ynw Bortlen. He is now doing the triple Lindy. For those youngsters that don't know what the triple Lindy is, it is when you do several flips off a high dive, and he will be flipping he is going to be tell-all about anything he knows about the double murder case, and they will know if he's telling the truth or telling a lie when he gives his full quote-unquote confession as to what happened that evening. And that's what happens. A lot of times where guys are in the prison for 4 or 5 years awaiting trial and looking at a life sentence, and they're offered 10 years where they'll be home probably in another 3 years that he'll serve, he decides to flip and become a cheese eater. And that's what happens a lot of times on these cases. And I was expecting it to happen a lot sooner than it did. He held out for quite some time. But long story short is it looks like he's going to flip. And it makes the case on Ynw Melly, depending on what he says, which I anticipate he'll say that Ynw Melly is responsible. But depending on what he says, it will make the Ynw Melly case a lot more difficult to try, but still not impossible. I've had cases where there were flipping witnesses where, I had a federal case with several flipping witnesses where we still got a not guilty, and it's possible to still get a not guilty in this case. Obviously, it's going to make it a lot more difficult. He has an excellent lawyer, by the way, Fred Haddad, who's a friend of mine, and I know Fred would have done a very good job for him at trial, but ultimately it is an individual's decision whether or not to become Chuck E. Cheese. And in this case, he has become Chuck E. Cheese. Is Chuck E. Cheese a mouse or a rat? I'm not sure. But long story short is he will be flipping, and it's going to make the case against Ynw Melly a lot more difficult to win.
First of all, WW breakdown, bro. But this is a lawyer speaking like this. If you are a rat and you need a lawyer, what makes you want to go to this lawyer, right? He's already speaking like this about people that snitch. Like, come on, bro. This nigga gonna fuck up his own bag talking like this. But now, for real though, man, I really feel like this shit gonna make it harder for Melly. I'm gonna just say Melly, bro. For Melly to beat this shit, but it's not surprising, bro. We got our favorite rappers turning rats. The biggest gangster rappers turning rats nowadays. We talking about Young Thug. We got all types of rats out there. It's not surprising, bro. Do what's best for you. Nobody's gonna shame you. Nobody gonna blame you, bro. Everybody else doing it, so why not you do it, bro? Just do it, bro. Just tell it all, bro. It's okay, bro. Niggas ain't gonna hold you responsible. Them niggas will, but us, the outsiders, the I ain't gonna say fans, I'm not a fan. The people that on the outside, bro, we don't give a damn. This shit is entertainment. So y'all be out and do what's best for y'all and y'all family, man. Cause at the end of the day, that's the people who care is your family. That being said, man, appreciate y'all time. Thank y'all for checking out the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be back with some more shit. We out.